unveiling the hidden history of bouldering in Boulder, Colorado. Boulder, Colorado has long been recognized as a mecca for outdoor enthusiasts. With its stunning backdrop of the Flatirons and a network of trails that crisscross the city and surrounding mountains, Boulder has become synonymous with rock climbing. Yet behind the well-trodden paths and popular climbing routes lies a lesser-known history, a secret history of bouldering that has shaped the culture and identity of this iconic mountain town. The birth of bouldering in Boulder. Bouldering, the practice of climbing short but challenging rock faces without the use of ropes or harnesses, has deep roots in Boulder. Long before the term bouldering was even coined, the area's indigenous peoples, the Ute and Arapaho tribes, used the natural rock formations around Boulder for spiritual rituals and as part of their everyday lives. These early connections to the land set the stage for what would later become a cornerstone of Boulder's outdoor culture. The modern history of bouldering in Boulder began in the early 20th century. As mountaineering gained popularity in Europe, adventurous spirits in Boulder started to explore the local rock formations. These early climbers, many of whom were inspired by the European tradition of alpinism, began to test their skills on the shorter yet technically challenging rock faces that dotted the landscape. One of the earliest pioneers of bouldering in Boulder was Oliver Perry Smith, an American climber who gained notoriety for his bold ascents in the early 1900s. Perry Smith, along with a small group of like-minded climbers, began to develop new routes on the crags and boulders around Boulder, pushing the boundaries of what was possible without the use of ropes. The underground scene of the 1960s and 1970s. By the 1960s, Boulder had attracted a new generation of climbers who were drawn to the area's natural beauty and challenging terrain. This period saw the rise of an underground bouldering scene, characterized by a sense of adventure, camaraderie, and a willingness to push the limits of the sport. The bouldering community in Boulder during this time was tight-knit and somewhat secretive. Climbers would gather at hidden spots around town, such as Flagstaff Mountain, to practice their craft away from the prying eyes of the public. These informal gatherings were as much about socializing and sharing knowledge as they were about climbing, and they played a crucial role in the development of bouldering as a distinct discipline within the broader world of rock climbing. The 1970s brought further innovations to the bouldering scene in Boulder, with the introduction of crash pads, portable mats that provided a safer landing for climbers. This allowed climbers to attempt increasingly difficult routes, pushing the sport to new heights. As bouldering became more popular, the underground scene began to attract attention from the wider climbing community, leading to the development of more established bouldering areas and the formalization of many routes. The rise of Boulder's bouldering legacy. As the years passed, Boulder's bouldering scene continued to grow, drawing climbers from around the world who were eager to test themselves against the area's legendary rock formations. By the 1980s and 1990s, Boulder had become a global hub for bouldering, with climbers flocking to the town to take on iconic problems like the Midnight Lightning on Flagstaff Mountain or the Third Flatiron Traverse. Despite its growing popularity, the history of bouldering in Boulder has remained somewhat obscured, overshadowed by the more mainstream aspects of the town's climbing culture. Yet, for those who dig a little deeper, Boulder's bouldering history reveals a fascinating story of innovation, community, and a deep connection to the natural landscape. Today, Boulder is home to some of the world's best bouldering gyms, and the sport continues to evolve, with new routes being developed and old ones being revisited. However, the spirit of the early pioneers lives on in the town's climbing community, reminding us that bouldering in Boulder is not just about the physical challenge. It is also about the shared history and the sense of adventure that comes with exploring the unknown. Rediscovering Boulder's bouldering past. For those who are interested in uncovering Boulder's bouldering history, there are plenty of ways to explore the roots of this exhilarating sport, Flagstaff Mountain remains a popular destination, offering climbers a chance to try their hand at some of the same problems that challenged the early pioneers. The Boulder Public Library and local climbing shops also hold archives and resources that document the rich history of climbing in the area. Recently, efforts have been made to preserve and celebrate Boulder's bouldering heritage. Local historians and climbers have worked together to document the stories of the sport's early days, ensuring that the contributions of Boulder's bouldering pioneers are not forgotten. Bouldering in Boulder is more than just a sport. It's a living testament to the town's adventurous spirit and its enduring connection to the natural world. By rediscovering the secret history of bouldering in Boulder, we can gain a deeper appreciation for the people and places that have shaped this unique community, and perhaps even be inspired to make our own mark on the rocks that have challenged and captivated climbers for generations. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe, as this helps new people find our channel. Furthermore, please share your thoughts in the comments section. Thanks for watching.